What up, though, y'all? It's your boy Bill. I was just lying here chilling, and I had just talked to one of my partners that's locked up, and he had brought up a situation speaking on the dude that we both know, and he was just like, man, I think that's still crazy on how that turned out. You know, he was talking about the dude, but he don't know the story like I know the story, you know what I'm saying? But even if he did know, he probably would still look at it the way he look at it or whatever. So I just was thinking about it, and I was sitting here debating for a while if I even wanted to talk about it. But telling these stories, bro, is real therapeutic for me. You feel me? Like, I don't really got nobody that I sit down with out here and talk to for hours and express my feelings and tell my stories about, stuff that went on in the prison or, stuff I had to do to defend myself and stuff like that. So, when I get on here and tell y'all the stories and y'all be responding and talking to me and jumping in my inbox, it's just therapeutic for me, bro. Like, after I tell a story, I'll be like, whew, you feel me? It's like a big weight was just lifted off my shoulder. Now, this story probably ain't going to be long as all the other ones because I'm a tad bit kind of still unsure of telling it. But I'm going to just get straight to the point. I was locked up with the dude named Blue. I met Blue in the county jail, in the Cobb County jail. He was a little small, light-skinned dude, had a little twist. He was trying to grow dreads, had a little beard. And he had done got a damn teardrop tattoo. But the thing that was so funny, a teardrop supposed to be like right up here, like when you cry where a teardrop at. You know what I'm saying? He had a damn teardrop like right here. He was young when he got it, just doing something, done got it on the side of his damn face. I ended up getting kind of cool with Blue. You know what I'm saying? I think I got cool with him because I was the funny guy. You know what I'm saying? I thought everything was funny. I'm trying to make a joke out of everything. And he was doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? He trying to make a joke out of everything. He just thought he was so funny. Only difference between me and Blue is Blue wasn't built like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, in any situation, like, Blue will pretty much let somebody chump him off, let somebody punk him out or something like that. So when we ended up getting real cool, it's like he was really able to enjoy his little jail stay because, people knew I wasn't going for it. So, people just wouldn't mess with Blue. All right, Blue ended up going to prison before I did. Blue got sentenced to 10 years. So, I go to prison a couple months after him. I go to the chow hall one day, and it was a chicken patty day. So like a crunchy chicken patty. I ain't gonna lie, them be hitting. So I linked down, it's a little flap like that big, like that wide. It's kind of longer than that, but like that wide in the where the tray come through it. So I linked down to look through the flap. I'm about to tell whoever working, man, throw me an extra patty on there. So that's what I was saying when I linked down. I'm like, hey, let me get an extra patty. But when I look down, it's the eyes. You'll never forget some eyes, bro. The eyes were so familiar, but dude had on the Scully, and he had on like a damn face mask or something. So I'm looking in his eyes, and it's like I forgot all about the chicken patty. I'm like, bro, where I know you from, bro? And it's like, as soon as I said that, the officer was like, hey, man, get the hell out the window, da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? So I just grabbed my tray and I left. So the next day, they called chow. Now they serving chicken and rice. I didn't even like chicken and rice in the prison because it was nasty as hell. But I wanted to go up there to see who that was at the window because I know it's somebody I know. I'm thinking like it's one of my homeboys or it's somebody I was in the county with. Something. Got to be somebody I ain't seen in a long time because I ain't recognize them. I just recognize the eyes. So I come in the chow hall, you got two doors. The first door is an exit door. So you got to pass that door and get to the second door. Then it's a big fence going in like a circle inside the chow hall, which is dangerous because everybody got to walk through that little skinny space. You know what I'm saying? Somebody pull out the candy bar, go to stabbing somebody. I'm going to just say the word candy bar today because I know y'all like hearing that little term. So that's very dangerous. So I pass the first door, go through the second door, go in there. Now, I'm the last person in line. Whenever I could, I usually try to be the last person in line because, just paranoid, whatever. I don't really like people walking behind me. I got to keep looking back because if I'm not the last person in line, bro, I'm about to keep looking back 1,000 times. I know the people behind me probably get tired of me keep looking at them. You got a few orderlies inside on the other side of the fence, like wiping the tables down, sweeping and stuff like that. So I see one of them walking towards me, but I'm not really studying them because it's a fence right here. It ain't too much you can do to me. So as he get closer to the fence, I turn and look. As I was turning my head to look, I heard, "See, Bill." The tone of voice, the voice was too soft. The voice was like, damn near like a girl voice, you know what I'm saying? So the first thing came through my mind is one of the ops, one of these goofies I done got into it with before trying to set me up. They done tried to set something up where a hen or a punk, it's the same thing, but just different names. They call it a hen in there too. They trying to set me up on some stuff like done tried to pay one of them to come try to say my name out so it'll look funny to other people. So first thing I do, I snatch the candy bar out my pocket. But I don't snatch it out and hold it up. I just snatch it out and it's still on my side. Then I look over. When I looked over, it was the same dude from that tray thing yesterday when I got the tray out. So I wanted to be like, continue from yesterday. Like, bro, where I know you from? But at this point, I'm looking at this dude, his pants super tight, shirt super tight. Just the body movement is very feminine. I could tell that's what it is. That's what's going on with him. That's the type of way he living. He had this mask covering his whole face, still had that scully on. So I'm like, bro, who is you, bro? What's up? He leaned closer to the gate. He said, bro, this Blue. And I'm looking. He pulled the damn hat off his head. He got a low cut. He snatched the mask off his face. Very, very first thing I noticed was that little teardrop tattoo right here somewhere. I say, Blue? Then I look. I notice his eyebrows arched. I notice he ain't got no facial hair, no beard, no mustache, no nothing. Then he went and got another tattoo on this side of the face of a butterfly. So I say, bro, what the hell you got going on? This how you living? You just came to Changan and just went to living like this? This what prison did to you? So he was like, man, sit down. I'm going to holler at you, bro. I'm going to holler at you. So I get back in the line. You know what I'm saying? I walk up a little closer. So my homeboy, once I got to the tray to grab my tray, my homeboy was right in front of me. He looked back. He was like, G, what you got going on? I was like, what you mean? He was like, the hell you talking to a punk for? I say, nah, bro. I know, bro, we was at another camp. He wasn't living like that. This my first time seeing him. He was like, oh. So I grabbed the tray. Me and my partner go sit down at a table now. It's a square table with 4 seats. 4 metal seats already welded to the table. So you can't walk away with it, move it, or none of that. So it's like 2 across from each other this way, 2 across from each other that way. So we sit at the table. So Blue come over there and he looking at my home. Well, first he looking at me, still standing up. Then he look at my homeboy. See, Blue already knew how it go. Like, people be real funny acting when you dealing with a person that's living that type of life in prison. A lot of people don't want to be around them, don't want to say a word to them, stuff like that. So my homeboy looking crazy, like, so I told my homeboy, I'm like, nah, I'm about to holler at him real quick, bro. So I'm like, sit down. Now, that's another thing people be wanting you to do. Like, if I'm rolling with a certain people in the prison and I got to deal with or talk to somebody that's living, a homosexual type life for whatever reason, I got to talk to them or deal with them in front of one of my bros. So if somebody ever try to put an accusation on my name, I got a witness to be like, nah, that ain't what they was talking about. I was sitting right there. So I tell Blue, sit down. So he sat down. So he went to laughing, talking about, damn, bro, I ain't seen you in so long. Now, I'm not laughing, smiling or nothing. I'm just looking at him. So, he got serious. So he was just looking at me for a minute. So I'm like, what's up, bro? He damn near started to make me uncomfortable a little bit because I'm already like, okay, you done started living this way. Now you not saying nothing. You know what I'm saying? We sitting at the table having a damn staring contest. Like, bro, you're not saying nothing. What's up? I'll never forget, bro, Blue bust out crying. Now, he didn't bust out crying like screaming, hollering, boo-hoo crying. He didn't do all that. But he just, I'm talking about tears was flowing a lot. It was flowing. It was flowing. It was flowing. And he went to wiping his face and he was like, bro, I really ain't never wanted to live like this. So I'm like, what do you mean you didn't want to live like that? You never gonna do what you don't want to do. You know what I'm saying? Especially not nothing like that. Now, that's 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 too far to say I don't want to live like this. You feel me? He went to telling me his story, bro. So Blue told me, nah, when we was in the county jail, I'm gonna go back a little bit. When we was in the county jail, Blue used to like always linger off with new people, like a new person coming to dorm. Like Blue just so friendly. He trying to make friends with any and every damn body. I used to always tell him that about himself, like, bro, stop being so cool with people. Stop trying to be in everybody's face, bro. You don't know people's intentions and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, once he wiped his face and kind of calmed the crying down, he was like, bro, I wish I would have just listened to you about being so cool with people, being so friendly with people. So he was like, bro, about 2 years ago, you know, that's how I was. I was cool with everybody, friendly with any and everybody. And a dude that I was real cool with, that I used to always smoke with, he said he came and smoked with me one time, but he brought his homeboy too. He said, and we all smoking, we all smoking. He said, then they left out. He was like, bro, I was about to get up to go piss. And bro, it felt like I had done popped a Xanax. Now, for those of you who don't know, if you just popped a Xanax for the first time, number one, you finna go to sleep. It's about to make you drowsy. It's gonna have you, you know what I'm saying? Now, maybe if you build your tolerance up, you could take it a little longer. But if you just taking it for the first time, your system ain't used to it, it's putting you to sleep. So he said, bro, it felt like I popped a Xanax, bro. He said, like I got real like weak. He said I couldn't even barely stand up. I couldn't even talk right. He said every time I was trying to say something, it was just coming out sounding real crazy. So he said he was laughing though, because he thinking the weed just got him super high. Like maybe it was some super, super good weed. Now, he said the dude that he was smoking with came in the room and he was laughing. So he said he's still laughing. He said he trying to explain to dude, like, bro, I really can't even stand up for real. I can't even move. I can't even barely talk. But he said he was laughing so hard he couldn't make nothing out. And he said his voice was low. And he was like, bro, as time went by, it seemed like I was getting weaker and weaker. Like I felt like I was falling asleep. So he said, while dude sitting there laughing at him, dude took his shirt off. So he said he was trying to ask dude, like, what the hell you taking your shirt off for? But the words didn't come out like that. He said it sounded something like he couldn't really get the words out. Like his body was really real life weak. And he was like, and that's around that time, he was like, I didn't really realize it, but I was thinking like, damn, did somebody hit me with the date rape? Now, for those of you who don't know what the date rape is, in prison, they call it the date rape when somebody put any type of substance, drug, anything that'll make you not be able to, you know, like not be able to move around as yourself. It'll get you weak. It'll have you passing out, whatever the case. So they can either beat you, either try to take your manhood, whatever it is that they decide to do to you. It's called a date rape drug. So he said he was thinking about it then, like, damn, did they hit me with the date rape? And he said, dude took his pants off. He said he was still trying to say something like, bro, what's going on? But he couldn't get the words out. He said he tried to lean up to sit up. His body would barely move. He said next thing he know, dude pulled his drawers off. He said dude reached on the top of the locker box, grabbed a jar of Vaseline off, and like jerked his body over, flipped him over. And he said, bro, he couldn't even, like he said he was thinking about, you know, putting your hands straight on the bed and pushing off. He said he couldn't do none of that. He said his hands would barely move. He said dude took his manhood. Said he was trying to scream. His voice wouldn't get louder than a whisper. He said next thing you know, he was knocked out, sleep. He woke up to pain. Dude was still gone. He said he passed out, or I don't know if the drug put him to sleep or the pain put him to sleep, whatever. But he said he passed. It seemed like he passed out instantly when he realized it was still going on. Now, dude wasn't even his roommate. So he said he woke up middle of the night. He looked around. He tried to sit up. He said he was able to sit up. He said he was able to move around and talk and stuff now, but his body was super, super weak and sore. And he said, you know, that area down there felt like it was on fire. He said he was in so much pain. He instantly damn near started crying. But he said his body was real, real weak. He said he noticed where his roommate's shoes be lined up on the wall. They was all gone. And there was another net bag that he ain't never seen in his room. So the dude that violated him jumped down off the top bunk. I guess he realized dude was woke. He heard him sit up and he jumped down off the top bunk. That's when he realized while he was asleep, dude and his roommate swapped rooms. So now dude is his new roommate. He said dude got in his face and told him, from now on, you my B. From now on, that's just what it's gonna be. He said he looked up at dude. He said, bro, I got so mad, tears started coming out my eyes. It was like I couldn't believe that I was in a situation like that. And he said something to dude, like I think he cussed him out or something on the lines of that. He said before he could get another word out, dude punched him in the mouth. And he said dude just kept swinging. And he was able to put his arms up over his face. He said, but it was so weak. Dude was punching through his little guard. He said he was still kind of weak. And I guess dude punched him out, punched him to sleep. And next morning he woke up. The dude that he was smoking with, it was two dudes. So the other dude he was smoking with came in the room while his roommate was still in there. And his roommate told him, you know, get in a certain position. Say his roommate pulled the candy bar out, was like, man, I'm not about to be playing with you, bro. You're going to do what I tell you to do. And it's so sad, bro, because Blue, bro, man, dude like 130, maybe 140 pounds soaking wet, bro. You know what I'm saying? Little bitty dude. He said his roommate and the other dude was at least 200 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Big old dudes. And I just hate it, bro. I just hate situations. You know, I used to be cool with somebody. Just knowing they went through that, bro, it really pissed me off. He say, dude did it while his roommate sat right there. He said his roommate pulled the candy bar out on him. He said he didn't want to get stabbed. He did what his roommate told him to do. Dude got up there, violated him. You know, said he was in there screaming. Then his roommate got closer to him and told him to shut up before he bust him with the candy bar. And the man told me, bro, after that happening to him so many times, he said he actually started to enjoy it. At that point, he started crying again. And then, you know, he was like, bro, I really don't want to live like this. But, you know, once it started happening and happening and happening, it was like, bro, it just, you know, it just became normal for me. And then he said, dude became his war daddy. Now, if y'all don't know what a war daddy means, that just means basically the dude that did that to Blue, if anything happens, anybody try to fight Blue, anything, Blue ain't got to do nothing. Dude gonna handle that business for Blue. And they call that a war daddy. You know what I'm saying? Basically a dude protecting another dude, but they got like a, you know, a funny type relationship going on. He say dude became his war daddy. Like 2 years later, dude had some type of cancer in his body. He ended up dying in the prison. Actually in the room with Blue. You know, he said he just, you know, he ain't been able to shake it, but he said, cause he was getting ready to get out soon. And cause Blue had 10 years, but he had 10 years, cause I remember saying, damn, Blue got a year longer than me. I had 9 years, but yeah, Blue got 10 years. And, but he didn't have one of the 7 deadliest sins. So he didn't have to do 90% or most of it. I think Blue ended up getting out at like 65% of his time. He only had to do like 5, 6 years, maybe probably 6 years. So he was getting ready to get out at this point. I think he had probably another 8 or 9 months to go before he went home, and he was saying like, bro, I really want to shake this. I don't want to go home like this. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, bro, that's a tough situation. You know what I'm saying? And you know, bro, I think the hardest thing out of that for me, knowing his story, knowing how cool I used to be with him, how we done sat there and laughed at stuff a whole bunch, how I done actually got in fights, cause people trying to bully him, and I know the only reason you trying to, cause he a little bitty dude, and you a big dude, and I'm like, damn, I'm a big dude. Why you don't try me? You being a coward. You know, I done actually got in fights in the county jail about that. So the hardest thing of that whole situation for me, bro, was, you know, Blue asked me, bro, looked me straight in my eyes and was like, you know, bro, I ain't really got no friends. He was like, you know, a lot of my family don't deal with me. You know, a lot of people in here, you know, won't be cool with me or won't deal with me or nothing like that because of this. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like it shouldn't be like that. And he was like, bro, do you think like, you know what I'm saying? You know, I never disrespect you or try you on no funny stuff. He was like, but do you think like you could still be my friend again or something like that? And the reason I say I think that was the hardest part for me, bro, because it's like, damn, I really used to be cool with you for real. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never been no bad dude to me. And then hearing the story, the way this happened to you, you know, to make you be the way you are now, it's like, damn, bro. I really was cool with you at one point, but due to a lifestyle I was living at that moment, we not finna do that. We not even finna consider that. We not even about to think about that. You not even finna be talking to me every single time you see me, you know what I'm saying? Cause then I just know how the prison politics go. And then folks gonna go to questioning me and looking at me crazy, especially my guys that I run with, you know what I'm saying? And that just was tough because it's like, dang, bro. I really looked at you like a real friend once upon a time, you know what I'm saying? Damn, Blue. I hate that happened to him, bro. I'm gonna end this right here, bro.